Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slay Hope, and I got another video for y'all. This video, I'm going to be talking about this OnlyFans mother that I got her son caught up, right? Because children at his school are making fun of him, and they have access to his mother's pictures, you know? So, disgusting, right? Very disgusting. But before I even get into that, you could click the link in the description. You can support me by purchasing my book or just following me, sharing my content. My social media is also under there. And you know, tap in, right? Stay in the know. So anyway, this woman, right, that's doing OnlyFans, got her son caught up, and now they're making fun of her son in school. Now, before I even get into my whole message, right, I understand that stuff get hard, man. Life is hard. It's not easy, especially in the communities that we come from, that have been disinvested, disenfranchised. We have been redlined. We have been kind of like placed in certain environments, right, to fail, right? They have social engineered our failure. We also have these mental chains that don't allow us to go forward, right? But anyway, yes, things get hard, right? That's life. Things get hard, and when things get hard, people try to look for answers. Some people go this way, some people go that way. So this is not nothing new that women had to use their bodies to kind of like make ends meet or make some kind of money, right? The thing that I do believe changes this. People used to have shame. When people used to do wrong, people didn't want people, they didn't even want to be associated with the wrong they was doing, okay? People used to have shame. People used to be like, you know what, if I'm gonna sell a little coochie, they was a little discreet with it. Right? Of course, you had the ones that stood on the corner and they were just out in the open and everybody seen them. But a lot of chicks, they were selling coochie on the low, discreet with it, no, escorts kind of thing, right? Nowadays, you don't care. And I don't even know what to call y'all. I blame this new movement, this anti-shame movement that got us spiraling into like a very deplorable direction. Like, bro, we out here talking about don't fat shame, and people have taken that to the extent of like thinking it's cool to be unhealthy. Like, bro, people think it's cool to be unhealthy. I see some young people out here looking crazy because they think it's okay. That's not right. You got people out here promoting certain things on social media. You got sisters, like, you can do whatever you want to do. You got the agency to do that. But when you start to promote that, especially as younger people coming up, when you start to push certain things, when people constantly see certain things, it's like, come on, man. But then we be like, no slut shaming. Like, it's just like, this is the direction that society is going into. This is the direction. Now this poor boy having suicidal thoughts. It's going to be a whole more cases of this. Because it's like, and like I said, I understand that people be trying to figure it out. Because life is hard. But you can't tell me that you thinking, like, you can't be thinking of me. Like, you my mom and you out there embarrassing me, right? Like, you're not even thinking about the repercussions that this thing could have on me. Like, if you really out there, and like I said, some people are in dire need. So I don't know the situation of this lady, but I'm just saying, like, if you got children, you gonna be just out there. Like, I see some people, they post in their same page, they post with their children, they post pictures with their children, and then they're advertising the nonsense. Or it'll be one picture with the kid, and then the next picture they twerking, or the next picture they selling something. And I'm just like, yo, where is the shame? Where is the shame? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, if you feel no shame, do as you wish. If you feel no shame, do as you wish. You know, when I was in the streets gangbanging, a lot of the elderly people, they didn't know I was gangbanging. Because I had some kind of like respect and shame. Like I was just like, I'm not going to be out here in front of people acting a fool. I display manners. When I see older people, I talked a certain way. I didn't want them to see me acting a certain way, acting a fool, because my mama didn't raise me like that. You know, and my mom, I remember my mom always used to be like, yo, don't embarrass me out there. This is what my mom used to tell me as her child. Don't embarrass me out there. When my mom had to get called to school because I was acting up, she was embarrassed because of that. She used to be like, yo, you embarrassed me? So because I embarrassed her, she was out to embarrass me. She used to, you know, she used to smack me in front of people, right? Because she felt embarrassed. Like, damn, you had them call me to school because you was acting up, because you wasn't behaving. So the same thing, I'm returning to these sisters like, you don't care about embarrassing your child? Like, you really don't care? Like, you really, like, not, are you really thinking, like, my son gonna have to go to school? People gonna have access to my pictures? And then they're gonna bother my son? You don't think about how that could mess with his psyche? Like, are we really not thinking that deep? Like, I'm trying to gauge, like, are we really not that smart? Like, are we really, like what's going on? But like I said, man, I blame these anti-shaming campaigns. See, shame used to keep people curbed. Like, yes, there's some people who still gonna do it regardless, right? And then there's other people who they knew that it was a problem. Like, even buying coochie today. Like dudes is so cool talking about, like, yeah, you know, I pay this much. Like Passport Bros, like, bro, we are spiraling out of control, man. Like, dudes even think it's cool to say, yeah, I pay for that. They putting it in songs. If I really like y'all, like, bro, dudes used to get shamed for buying kitty. Dudes used to get shamed for buying kitty. Now dudes is justifying it. They're like, oh, well, it's the same thing. Like, if I take you on a date. No, it's not. They trying to rationalize paying for kitty. Well, you know, if I take you on a date and I got to pay for gas and I got to buy you food, and then, you know, if I add that up, and then, you know, if I just pay for it up front and I ain't got to take you on a date and I ain't got to pay for gas and I ain't got, I'm like, look at these dudes, man. Look at these dudes trying to justify paying for coochie. And society is moving in this direction like it's okay. Like I said, I could care less what you do, bro. The issue that I'm talking about is people sitting here promoting stuff. They promoting stuff to children. You know, they're embarrassing. We embarrassing our children. We don't care. We don't, like, the moral compass has declined. Like, it's crazy. And it might be because a lot of people don't believe in God. You see, God used to keep people in a certain thing. And again, I'm not saying that people was going to be perfect and not sin and not do certain things, but it kept people grounded to a certain extent. Now people just like, I don't care. They ain't no God. God ain't real. I ain't going nowhere after this. There's only one life to live. Every time you hear somebody say something about YOLO, you already know they're about to make a stupid decision. Anytime I hear somebody say YOLO, you only live once, I know a stupid decision about to come after that. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that we're not even thinking of the implications that this is going to have on our children. We're not even thinking about it. And the crazy thing is that you probably in that comment section, you probably still going to see sisters defending that stuff. You're going to see some, but you're going to see a lot of them defending that stuff. And it's just like, it's bad, man. It's bad out here. You know, some tighten up, they go to school. And others just want to be on the internet giving some dude something to drool. Something to drool about. It's crazy, man. But yeah, let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. Peace.